Konnichiwa Minna, how have you been? I hope you're okay and doing your best to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. Welcome to Otaku in Town. I'm Nick and today I'm going to talk about something that is slowly and steadily causing a revolution in Otaku community. Something that I believe is helping the anime community to grow in India. I'm talking about Netflix and Amazon Prime adding anime to its library. I know these platforms have already been streaming anime for a very long time, so what's new, what has changed, and how is it helping the otaku community? Okay, before going to what I think, let's see what other otakus have to say about it. I tried to get in touch with few of my fellow otaku friends and ask them a few questions regarding the impact of Netflix and Amazon adding anime to its library and promoting it. Here is what they have to say.
I do use Netflix and Amazon Prime to consume good media.
I use Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Yes, I use Netflix.
I use Netflix.
Yes, I use Amazon Prime and Netflix. And about Sony Live, which you just asked, I don't think I have ever actually used Sony Live. But I think I have used it once when Animax got shut down. After that, I never even tried to reinstall that app again.
No, I have used Netflix and Amazon Prime before, but not a regular user.
Yes, absolutely. I watch anime on these applications.
No, because most of the shows comes really late on these apps, and most of the time I'm not even aware that this show is actually available in that app. For example, Psychopath 3 was actually available on Amazon Prime, and I was just watching it on GoGo Anime.
Yes, sometimes. I first decide the anime that I want to watch and then I check if it's available in Netflix or Amazon Prime. If it's there, then I definitely watch it in those.
I have seen some animes on Netflix, but that's all.
I do watch animes sometimes, like if they are trending in the anime world, like Among Us. Yes, I do watch it. Like recently I watched Day Zero. It's an amazing anime. I'm waiting for the season 2.
It's not even secondary, to be honest.
Watching anime on these platforms is secondary for me.
No, watching anime on these apps is secondary.
It's secondary, always secondary, because you see, whenever I just want to rewatch a show, I just use these apps if those shows are actually available. And the only show that I watch most of the time is A Place Further Than the Universe. I just watch it whenever I feel like watching it.
No, I don't use Netflix primarily to watch anime because not all the animes are available on Netflix. Because basically I watch One Piece a lot, but it's still not on Netflix. The rumors are it's gonna be included in the list, so I'm waiting for it.
Well, to be honest, I don't differentiate between anime and any other media. So, कभी मेरा मन है फ्रेंड्स देखने का नेटफ्लिक्स पे तो मैं फ्रेंड्स देखती हूँ, बट कभी मेरा मन है 7 डेडली सिंस देखने का तो मैं 7 डेडली सिंस देखती हूँ. सो देयर इज नो सच थिंग इन माई माइंड कि मैं प्राइमरली ये एप्लीकेशंस एनिमे के लिए यूज कर रही हूँ या सेकेंडरी. सो इट जस्ट की डिपेंड्स ऑन माई मूड. लाइक आई एम ग्लैड दैट ये ऑप्शन अवेलेबल है एंड मैं लीगली एनिमे देख सकती हूँ.
Yes, to some extent.
It's a 50-50% chance.
I don't think so. Because these platforms itself aren't so popular in India. I mean, the shows are, but most people I see do not watch them by subscribing to these platforms with money.
Yes, I do think so that these applications are going to help promoting anime in India, as in these platforms anime is available with just one click away, and even the non-anime watcher will be interested watching anime. Like they would want to give it a try. जब कोई चीज सामने होती है and it looks tempting, they will do that. And the best part is जो anime है वो उसकी एक अलग category है. It's not in the category of cartoons, it is specified that it is anime. So that is why I know and I believe that this is actually going to contribute in increasing the massive popularity of anime in India.
Well, I think these apps have potential to help anime audience grow in India, but as it is not properly advertised, the anime content is not advertised much, so I don't think it is helping in that regard at the moment.
Well, a great question. I don't think that these apps will help anime audience to grow in India, because when you are curious about something you will just watch it, and if you are not curious about something you will never watch it. And one more thing, you know how the recommendation section of these apps works. It will always recommend you what you are watching back then. So basically means it will never recommend you anime if you aren't an anime watcher.
Well, there might be some people who have started watching anime after discovering it in these platforms, but I don't think the number is very significant.
Yes, probably a little bit true.
Nah, I don't think that non-anime watchers will start watching anime because of these apps. I just talked about that pushing force that you need by someone to start watching anime. It's like whenever you get into a medium, it's someone's force behind you that you get into that medium. And in anime case, that's the same thing. Like you need a push from your friend, or probably from your internet friend, or probably one of your family members. That's how many got into anime in our country, man. By that force, may the force be with you, and you get into anime again.
The answer is no, because for the first part of it's a 50-50% chance that because whenever we open Netflix, we don't see anime listed on the front page. It's usually shows like Lucifer, Friends, Big Bang Theory, all these kind of trending sitcoms, but not anime. That's why whenever someone opens Netflix, they are not shown that anime section. For a non-anime follower to watch anime, they need someone who watches anime. They need to be bugged for a year before they'll watch something that's super cool like Death Note, or maybe like Parasite or Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, all of these shows are available on Netflix, but they need a friend that's gonna tell them to wait for a year, then they are gonna start. But if they are like scrolling through Netflix and they see Death Note, they might consider it like they tap on it and start watching Death Note. The first impression in their mind that will pop up is, "Arey, ye to cartoon hai." Basically, it's not cartoon, but that's what the general idea about anime is. Ki ye to cartoon hai, because I don't know, they consider everything animated to be cartoon.
It's a very recent story that one of my friend who is not into anime asked me that they want to watch anime and where should they watch it. And Netflix is the biggest platform. Like सबके पास आजकल Netflix का subscription है and they can watch anime there easily. So मेरी friend को Death Note देखना था, Netflix था, उसने देख लिया. Yes, I have one big suggestion for Netflix especially. They should add Attack on Titan in their library, because after Attack on Titan is added on Netflix, it is going to be unstoppable. They have this very bad live action movie of Attack on Titan in the library. Please remove it. Just add the series. And then anime on Netflix will really go on top. Like, you know what, when Death Note came on Netflix, it was in #1 in India also. So you can see the list कि कौन सा top में चल रहा है, and मुझे उस time Death Note top में दिखा था and I was like so if Attack on Titan add हो जाए, it's going to be massive hit.
Yes. Whenever we open Netflix, as I said before, like, we don't see anime on the front page. All the amazing sitcoms are included on the first page, but not anime, which is amazing. I would like a different section of anime on the front page. Okay, if someone doesn't choose anime as their in their like list, okay, that's cool. But still, we don't choose a lot of things in our like list and still they appear on our suggestion page. So that's how they should include anime. And like trending, it's never gonna trend. Anime is never gonna be trending. Like, not anytime sooner period. But if they start including someone might just watch it.
Well, expectations तो बहुत सारी है and other people will tell you the expectations. मेरी भी बहुत सारी है, but I won't be telling you the expectations. But I want to suggest a lot of things. First, you Netflix, first you. Let's talk about you. You know what actually you do? You know how anime things work? Whenever a new season starts, the hype of an anime stays here. But when the anime season ends, the hype of that show goes there. And you know what you actually do? You get the rights of many shows to air in your site. But what you do? You just literally upload them after 4 or 5 months when the airing gets finished in TV. And the hype of that shows completely goes down till then. What the fuck is that Netflix jail? A lot of shows just come into your Netflix jail and literally loses their hype. Well, actually there are many shows which are just too good to lose their hype, like Carol and Tuesday, Furry Pond, BNA, and a lot of shows that you have. And but you also have one thing really good, that whenever you make your original shows, you just upload them at once. Like Japan Sings, you literally uploaded that in one go, like all 10 episodes at once, and I fucking enjoyed it. I know many people were saying that it's bad, but hey, it's fucking Masaki Yuasa's work, and I'm a fucking Masaki Yuasa fanboy.
Well, I certainly do. The anime library they have is too short and they need to expand a whole lot more.
Yes, I have expectations, but the quality and the especially quantity is really lacking, and even the quality is quite average here.
Yes, stream new seasonal animes as they are released. That will attract old anime fans.
Now we come to Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, how to talk about you? You literally fucked banana fish. You know, the only reason that I have your Prime membership is because of Vinland Saga. If it wasn't for Vinland Saga, I would have never even tried to get your premium membership. But you know, you also have a really great thing in you, that whenever you get the right of any show to air in your site, you just upload that at the same day as Japan, while Netflix just upload it after few months when the hype of that shows definitely ends, man. And one more thing about you, Amazon Prime, like, you know, you had the rights of Psychopath season 3, and I was actually pirating that anime on GoGo Anime. At the same time, I was watching Vinland Saga in your site. What the fuck? You know, what the heck is this? I didn't know that Psychopath season 3 is actually coming in Amazon Prime. I just pirated the entire season of it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, there are many suggestions, like you can correct these things. So, like, see, Netflix provides that I mean, it has its own page where it shows that how many shows are going to come on it later on, or maybe they will be added next month. And Amazon Prime, you don't have that shit. That's a great disadvantage that you have.
Yes, I'm very much satisfied. They have all the amazing animes on Netflix. Akame ga Kill, Kill la Kill, and there's Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, there's Full Metal Alchemist, amazing animes, and also the long-term animes like Bleach and Naruto. I'm still waiting for One Piece, so
yes, I'm pretty satisfied as इसमें one of the best animes भी हैं and one of the goofy animes like Great Teacher Onizuko types भी हैं, classics, Inuyasha, Tokyo Ghoul भी है and like they have everything like especially I'm going to highlight Netflix because मैं anime consume करने के लिए Netflix ज़्यादा यूज़ करती हूँ, not Amazon Prime, but Amazon Prime में भी हैं लेकिन Netflix is doing the right job, to be honest. The way they display the अलग separate category for anime, they are doing the right job. So I think these platforms are really helping in popularity of anime.
Well, no, I just said as before, the quantity is really lacking, so it's probably 2 out of 5. Thank you.
Their anime choices are good. They have a lot of popular ones and they cover different genres. But an old anime fan has probably already watched most of these. But it's definitely satisfying.
I'm not quite satisfied with the anime content these apps have, and they need to increase the contents more. The contents they have is too low amount and it requires more.
Alright, so Nick has asked me to answer all these questions honestly, which I did. So, as a fucking noob myself, as a fucking weeblet myself, as a fucking weeaboo myself, as a fucking thrash myself, as a fucking degenerato myself, and a fucking furry myself. Hold on a sec. Thrash के आगे भी कुछ आता है क्या? I can say this happily. I am happy with the contents that are available on this app to our site currently because yeah, we still got a long way to go, man. We still got a long way to go.
As you can see, most of them are kind of unsatisfied with the quantity of the library these platforms offer. And second thing which almost everyone echoed is that Netflix and Amazon Prime both are not promoting anime content enough, which even I would agree, but it's not like they're not doing anything. I mean, Netflix pretty much promotes its anime content, especially the original anime like Castlevania, Seven Seeds, Baki, Devilman Crybaby, Ultraman, and many more. These anime were promoted aggressively when they were released, and they were promoted irrespective of if you are an anime watcher or not. Now, Netflix India is promoting its anime content on YouTube channel. If you know, Tanmay Bhatt has already done 2 anime review, one of Death Note and other of One Punch Man on Netflix India's YouTube channel. I remember some time back, Netflix India did a poll and asked if anime followers watch Hindi dubbed anime. All these things certainly indirectly promote anime to non-anime followers as well. Amazon, on the other hand, is doing a really bad job to promote its own anime content. As Yusuke rightly put, we weren't even aware that Psycho Pass Season 3 was being simulcasted on Amazon Prime. Even I watched the first 3 episodes elsewhere. So Amazon Prime, pull up your socks and be a little more aggressive in your promotions. Now, I know these platforms are pretty much disappointment for any normal anime follower, but I would like to give another perspective to it. I would like to focus on the impact of these platforms having anime library, and to my original point, how is it going to help our otaku community? Let's begin by first addressing the 3 major challenges that are becoming the hindrance to the growth of otaku community in India. First is awareness, second availability, and third perception. First challenge, awareness. This had always been a problem. I will give you my example. The first anime which I have seen was The Jungle Book, and until recently I didn't even knew that it was an anime. I always thought it was an Indian cartoon, and I bet many of you guys would have just now realized that it was an anime. Same goes for Dragon Ball series and Naruto. Until I finished half of the Naruto Shippuden, I didn't even know that it was an anime. We actually found out what anime is because of Animax. And since Animax went off the air, the awareness about what anime is also got reduced. Today, non-otakus know about Doraemon, Naruto, Pokemon, etc. etc. But very few know that it is an anime and not an American cartoon. So awareness is the major challenge right now. Second is the availability. Again, since Animax is no more, very few anime are available on other television channels. And mostly shows like Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul, etc. cannot be aired on Indian television. So there's no medium to watch anime legally, at least on Indian television. Third issue is the perception. We all know that anything animated is perceived to be for kids in India, and that perception keeps non-otakus away from anime. Animax channel was put in kids category by every service provider, but slowly and steadily platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime are helping otaku community to tackle these challenges. I'm not saying these challenges will be gone instantly, but slowly and steadily things are changing for better. How are these two platforms helping? First off, the audience of these two platforms have a perception about the content in these sites. Netflix has a separate category for anime, and that anime is not being put into kids section. In fact, each show is rated for the audience, and thus most of the anime are either 16 plus category or 18 plus depending on the content and the language. This helps people change their perception about anime. This makes them realize that no, anime is not just for kids. Now, many otakus think that they do not have enough library, which was also the opinion of most of my friends who spoke earlier. Well, it's because you have already watched these animes. But for a non-otaku, it's a huge library with years of content to binge watch. Imagine someone being introduced to Naruto on Netflix. I know they don't have Shippuden, but Naruto itself is enough to create awareness about anime. Netflix has Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Hunter x Hunter, Kenshin Rurouni, Bleach and much more classic anime which were kind of our introduction to the anime world. Same goes for Amazon Prime. They do have good animes like Psycho Pass, Vinland Saga, Dororo, After the Rain, Battery, etc. All I want to say is that they have a good library and a non-otaku can stumble upon it anytime. So there is always a chance that a new person will start following anime and thus anime viewers will grow in India. So that's how all the three challenges, awareness, availability and perception are slowly tackled by these streaming giants in India. I know there's a long way to go, but we cannot neglect the positive impact of these streaming sites in the future growth of otaku community in India. That's all I want to say. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like the insight and perspective I tried to give you. If you have a different opinion or you have something to share or something to add on this topic, do let me know in the comment section below. Also like and share this video to as much people as possible, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it. Click that subscribe button and then the bell icon which follows for my future updates, and meet you guys in my next video. Until then, sayonara.